Hi guys, my name is Anthony. I'm an occupational therapy assistant student at Fox College. I'm here today to show you guys a really cool craft that you could use in the field as future OTs or OTAs. So what is occupational therapy? Occupational therapy is a form of therapy that focuses on using people's daily meaningful activities called occupations as therapy to get them back to living a healthy, productive, independent lifestyle with their daily tasks and daily life. So crafts. I think crafts are extremely important. You can focus on so many different things while working on these crafts with your clients. You know, motor function, cognitive skills, social interactions. If you notice your clients, you have separate clients and they're having trouble interacting with people, get a group together, make a craft. They're all working on the same craft. It's inevitable to get them to start talking. Have them ask each other questions like, why did you choose this color? Why did you choose that? And the foundations of a friendship or even just an associate they can talk to during these crafts starts to build, and the anxiety kind of goes away. And if that's a big problem with them, then you're helping them out more than you know. And also, in this day and age, we have a lot of labels that could be toxic, I guess. Say somebody gets diagnosed with schizophrenia, and now their whole identity to people is a person with schizophrenia. Doesn't matter what they did before, doesn't matter who they are. Now they're just known for their mental disorder. So if you use a craft, all of a sudden that stigma, like that label can go away, and they have the new role as a craft maker. That's their new role. The title of schizophrenic is gone. Or even having the occupation of being a friend. They start talking to another client. A friendship builds. Friendships can be extremely powerful if you're working with somebody who suffers from anxiety or depression and you have them do these crafts. Having somebody there, a friend, who can help them, just talk to them, helps more than I think people realize. So yeah, crafts all the way, man. Do them. They're great. So today we're going to be making a candle making set. We're going to be making one of these candles. So this was $12 at Hobby Lobby for the entire thing. In it, you get the wicks, of course, that you burn. These little beads. You put the wick at the bottom of the bead to help stand up in the cup. So speaking of cup, you get 4 of these little cups. I am making a mess, guys. Okay, so you get 4 colors. Blue, pink, green, yellow. You get 2 of each. You get 8 bags total, which I think is plenty. So if you're doing a bigger group, you don't need to buy multiple kits. Just buy the one. You can buy more of these cups at Hobby Lobby for $1. And you can buy these wicks and these tiny little beads. A huge bag for $1. These, another pack of 4 was $1.25 at Hobby Lobby, which I don't even know if that is expensive, you know. I think that'd be a little expensive for wicks, but that's just me. So also, I'm sorry, you get a funnel and you get a little scooper. I didn't use these. I'm guessing it's just personal preference. I looked at the instructions and there was no use for these two in the instructions, but I'm guessing if you have maybe a smaller container, you don't want to make a mess, or if you dump these bags out, because I do make a mess, you can use the scoop in a bowl and just kind of like pour some in. You don't have to make a mess like I am. It's like a rainbow on my table right now. So step 1, you want to remove one of your wicks from the bag, like so. So this requires 2 hands. So you have to use a lot of coordination, which I don't have sometimes. So put that right here, and then as you're doing, so choose your first color. My favorite color is blue, so mine that I practiced with have been blue heavy, which is okay with me, but you know, other people don't have to be like me. So, and then you just pour your colors in. So it's pretty simple. You just have to make sure you're aligned, using correct coordination with both your hands. You're not getting in your own way. And then here's the pink. Oops. So yeah, see, I'm not using the funnel, but like I said, you could possibly use it if you use a smaller candle bowl. There are plenty of sizes, depending on what size you want to make. I'm just using the ones that the kit gave me. Then I'm going to put more blue in, because I'm a huge fan of blue, like I said. I think I'm going to use all the blue up, guys. So then so when there's enough in, you can take that hand away. So it becomes a little easier once you have enough of the wax in. Sorry guys, move that out of your way. And then, boom. And then you just pour it in. It says to top it off, get as close to the top as possible. Green is gone. And then once you're finished, it says tap it lightly, like that, like so. You don't want to make a mess. You don't want a client to shove their hands in, so they have to understand the appropriate amount of force they have to use, which is important. And if you want to get really fancy, if you're working with a client who needs more of a challenge, they can start making cool designs with the styling stick. I'm just doing a simple one. You can just kind of blend them all together like so, like that. You can see it. So it's like kind of looks like a sunset. You see how like all the colors are bleeding together now, which is really cool. And then so then you grab your scissors again. If your clients are, can use scissors, they can do this. If not, as the OT, I believe you can do this. And just cut off the extra wick, which is just a little bit, like that. And then you put the scissors down. And then the final step. I also believe if you're working with kids or maybe adults who for some reason can't be trusted with things like this as at the moment, if you guys are working towards something like that, or they don't still have the function, like the motor functioning or like the motor skills to be able to grip it and squeeze and use your thumb and your finger at the same time, you can do this part as the OT, and then you light it, and then boom, you have a candle, which is really cool. I'm gonna blow that out. Ooh, ooh. So, sorry guys. So, what are my goals for this? Like, what did I focus on while doing this? I focused heavily on social interaction. If you're making candles, I definitely see people asking questions. Like I said, my favorite color is blue. So if I was a client and I was working next to somebody and their favorite color was green, I would ask, okay, so why are you using so much green? Why do you like green so much? And you guys kind of start talking without any effort. So for me, I focus a lot on social interaction. Also, like I said, they have plenty of bags. So if you're working with a smaller group, you can have all 8 bags out so people don't have to wait. But if you're working with a bigger group and you notice, okay, I've noticed for a long time or for a while that waiting for their turn is a challenge. Social participation, like waiting for theirs, is a big challenge. Take the extras away and just have the 4 and have them, sit and wait for their turn for the colors. I also think it's great to see motor functioning. If you can coordinate your hands together, if you can use scissors, if you have the motor functioning to use scissors. I also think that even if you got to this, even with precision, knowing how to use the amount of pressure you need to use the styling stick to make really cool designs. And using the lighter at the end. If you have a client or you have a group that is advanced enough, they can be trusted with this, they can use both their fingers and they have the motor functioning of using a lighter, then yeah, I think eventually, if you work with clients, they can do all of these steps. But like the most simple basic one I would start with goal-wise if you're working with clients from square one are just put the wax in, have them hold the wick as you put the wax in. Doesn't have to be super hard or complicated, and then you can help them. You can use scaffolding to help them with the rest. So yeah, so that's my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, this is a really cool craft that you could possibly use in the future, and you get really cool, sick looking candles out of it.